My name is Lance Beal, and this is my wife, Ashley, and we were parishioners at the Church of the Magdalene. We have been married
22 years.
22 years. I had first heard of Called and Gifted, I think through the Catholic Advance. I think it was being advertised maybe at Blessed Sacrament.
Yeah, Lance wanted to do it and introduced me to it, and I said, yeah, it sounds good. So we did it together, and it was kind of fun because it felt like when we would participate that it was a bit of a date night too. And because we would get to talk to each other and then meet other parishioners, which was really fun, but spend that time together, driving there, talking and driving home, and just something fun that we were doing together.
Called and Gifted is a program where you discern what charisms God has given you through the sacraments of baptism and confirmation.
There's like 24 charisms, and each person usually has a few. So it's fun to figure out, identify which ones you have, and it is a process that lasts a few months. But they're charisms that God works through you in a special way, and instead of doing them for yourself, God uses them to do for other people. So that's really important, that you use them for the benefit of others and that you enjoy that.
You visibly observe people, what they're really good at, and they don't realize it because they just take it for granted. But that's something that God may have given them, such as a charism, to help others and to help the love of God reach other people.
I'm encouragement, hospitality, and craftsmanship.
My top charisms were writing and extraordinary faith.
I'd say it's just helped me feel more confident that when I'm asked to do things, like I feel more confident, like in saying no. It's okay to say no because this isn't my charism. And then when I do things like administration roles, like I know to say no to those. When sometimes it's tempting to say yes, or you feel like somebody really needs help, that's a kind of more of a common thing to be asked to help with. But now I feel secure and confident in just saying no, and that I'm not letting someone down, that somebody's better off to play that role than me.
I do some writing for the diocese. I write stewardship reflections for every Sunday based on the readings in the gospel. And it's fun to get feedback from people, how it may have inspired them or made their day a little bit better.
Our charisms affect our whole life. If we work outside of the home, or if we work in our home, if we have kids or not. It's not just your parish, it's getting to know yourself in a way, and how you work with the whole community, respond to the community, enjoy your community. And within our home, I can completely see how Lance's charisms, I didn't realize he had a charism for writing. That was surprising, but then looking back on our courtship and our marriage and our family life with our children, it's so evident to me that he has a charism for writing. But I never would have discovered that if it wouldn't been for Called and Gifted.
I think your charisms that you discover in your spouse and in yourself, they complement one another. For instance, one of Ashley's is encouragement, and she's always encouraging me in my writing. She looks at it, she's always saying, great job, As a baptized Christian, everyone has these charisms, and if you don't take the time to discern them, you may miss out on an opportunity of a lifetime and being able to contribute to God's kingdom. During the Called and Gifted process, there's a time where you experiment with your charism. I had just dropped off my survey, which told me which were my top charisms at the parish office. And I came back out of the office, and a woman from our parish that I know met me in the hallway, and she pulled me aside and said, Lance, I think your writings are just wonderful that you put into the bulletin. And my top charism at that time was writing. So it was a confirmation of what I had just found out. It made me real confident and excited to do more of it.
It's important, though, to learn that these come through God, and they're for other people. So when it does happen and you recognize it happening, to give all the glory to God.